Imagine you are going spelunking, caving, exploring subterranean caves. You aren't just exploring, you are searching for something you lost. Now imagine a treasure you value, an heirloom given to you by your father, who is now gone, has fallen down a hole in the earth that turns out to be a vast system of underground caverns. It is a round stone you wore on a cord around your neck, and when the cord broke, the stone fell off and tumbled deep into the earth. Not only was this special stone passed down from your ancestors to give you an identity and a connection with them, and therefore a place in your family's history, also it was believed to be endowed with magical powers. These powers had never manifested themselves in you, but you never gave up hoping that they might, because these powers could be used for the good of others and would make you feel your value in the world. Now, you stand before the only entrance to the maze of caves. It's large enough for your body to slip through. You are about to embark on a journey to retrieve your identity, value, and power. Safety will also be involved because you must be keenly aware as you proceed to enter the dark unknown. You will have to invoke your courage because caving is not something you know about. In you go, carrying enough food for a few days, wearing a helmet with a light to show the way, with some extra batteries. Just moments after entering, you wonder, what the hell am I doing? This is crazy. Unfortunately, the hole you crawl into on your belly is narrow and tilting downward. Gravity makes it impossible to reverse your motion. You have started your journey and the only choice is forward. For a few hours you lay there paralyzed with fear. Finally, you know, I have to move. I have to move forward, hoping there is a way out. This is courage, acting in spite of your fear. Courage does not listen to the voice of fear. Fear is there in the circle of you, but you breathe, you relax, and you choose forward. You choose onward. Everything that you are lies in this forward. 2 days later, an eternity, and you have found nothing. Even though you have moved forward courageously, confronting your fear, weaving your way through the labyrinth of caves, you are completely lost, and the last batteries in your helmet are beginning to die as the light fades. Just at the moment the light is flickering, you come upon a large cavern where you can stand up. You see something on the wall and move closer to it. Some of it is difficult to make out because of water constantly dripping over it. But with the final light of your headlamp, you read, I searched and searched, defiantly ignoring my own safety. I hurried in this search because time was running out. Time ran out, and I am here in this very spot where you stand. In my frenzy to find the truth, I burrowed deeply into the bowels of the earth. As darkness came, it seemed that the body scribbling these words would not survive. My mind badgered me and reeled with panic-driven thoughts. It seemed that I had descended into hell on earth, my very own mind from which there was no exit. The walls themselves were my own hardened mind closing in on me. I kept following them, rushing this way, rushing that way, believing this thought, then another counter-thought, until I screamed for the quiet to save me. If you find no bones here, know that the unquenchable thirst of the human spirit for the absolute truth prevailed. The quiet came as I surrendered all my believing and believed in one thing only. I am this quiet. From my blossoming wisdom, I urge you to surrender that courage that brought you here into the arms of infinite thoughtless patience. Let your courageous fire light the candle of patience and follow it forward. Let the light of your heart lead you back home. If you find no bones, I am home. My bones are home, and home sings in my bones. Hear the singing of your true self in your bones. It's there. Just listen. Listen as the unity of courage and patience to this quiet of the true self that sings in your very bones. Now the emptiness comes, but sitting in this emptiness, you listen. You listen to your own breathing. You listen to your own heartbeat. You listen to the quiet, the penetrating, infinite quiet. Time disappears as the batteries die and the infinite darkness comes. In this quiet, quiet listening, there is patience and, strangely, peace. A voice speaks from inside. I am the darkness listening. You sit in the experience of the true meaning of this phrase. The fearful thought is there in the background like a stirring in this darkness listening. Is this it? Am I going to die? The need which drove you to find the heirloom stone of power, identity, and value are gone. It's as if it has disappeared. You can't find it in yourself. Your own quiet presence is so prominent that all the ideas of who you thought you were, what you thought you needed, which was to be yourself, have died. The question, am I going to die, slides easily into, I have already died. Even this thought you do not follow because it is not an experience, only a concept. It is as if when the batteries powering the light for your search faded, your fear-filled need for worth, value, power faded with it. You are nobody with no thought. Courageously, you sit as the darkness listening. Patiently, you do not move even as you hear a faraway echo in your mind that says, I am trapped in the bowels of the earth. I am going to die. You don't follow this thought either. You don't energize it. You can hear a counter voice urging you to push on, get going, or you're going to die. You don't follow this thought either. You don't follow any of your thinking because the utter peace of yourself was everything you ever wanted. And you know this in your very bones. You are saturated with the feeling of knowing that is thoughtless. All assessments, statements of your aha moments, and all counterstatements of your physical predicament drift through the darkness that you are. You invest no energy in them. They are simply what they are, thoughts. You are the darkness listening. I am the darkness listening. Understanding this sentence offers a great key, but understanding and the turning of the key happen through experiencing its mystery. Find a place to sit in pure darkness and let your eyes be ears and your ears be eyes. Fill the space all around with awareness that now has no object to fasten onto. This is why people feel impelled to close their eyes to find their peaceful self. It's important to be able to move beyond this. I am the darkness listening. This means I am the presence that permeates the space where the sun of my world rises and sets, whether it rises in a world of chaos and turmoil or a world of calm and beauty. This I presence, which is my compassion and peace, is always there. It can't go away. It's right there even in the darkest moments of life as your own unmoving, peaceful presence. It's as close as your soft breath and your soft, relaxed body. Now you know what it means to give up believing in your thinking. You see all these thoughts are just sitting there as worlds of possibilities. You contemplate. Each of us has a different history through which we interpret what we see before us and what we project into the future. Every thought is just an opinion, every spoken word about this or that, only opinions. And then you break into the uncontrollable laughter until you are crying with laughter, because even this thought is just that, a thought and an opinion. One final smiling thought comes. My own deep, eternal, aware silence is the only truth.